What's up, guys? It's Tuesday, and you might be thinking, why am I showing you this? Well, I want to tell you a story about Barbarah. I met my buddy Bill today. He just arrived in Cambodia yesterday, and hopefully he got some rest, ready to get out and start enjoying his stay. And this nice woman, his mother, her name is Barbarah. I've never met her, never communicated or talked to her. And yet, she was nice enough to send this along for me. It's a card. On the front it says, "You matter." And on the back a little note, "Dave, I want to thank you for being such a great help and support for Bill as he moves to Cambodia. I really appreciate it. You make a difference. Bill's mom, Barbarah." That is such a nice thing to do. So Barbarah, if you're listening, he said that she watches the channel sometimes. I want you to know I really appreciate that. That really means a lot. I love everything about that card, and I will keep it. Because doing the right, decent thing for people sometimes feels like you don't get rewarded for it. But then again, if you're doing it for a reward, are you doing it as a decent human being? Haha. Philosophical debate. But anyway, that was just really nice. And I truly love it. I do. So thank you, Barbarah, and trust me, your son is going to be just fine. Sometimes when you meet people and you think, this is a really nice person, really decent human being, I wonder what they're up to. We become cynical and jaded in our age sometimes. But now you know where it comes from. A woman who hands out cards like that to just, random people, he said. She hands those out to people for doing things that you would normally do anyway. That's just, when you're raised in that kind of environment, yeah, you can understand why people like Bill turned out the way he did. He is genuinely a nice, decent person. The way he portrays himself online is exactly the way he is in person. And you got to appreciate when that happens, because that's not always the case, of course. So yeah, we met up earlier today. We did a nice little walk around. And it's weird to say this, but 2 people on YouTube did a walk around. None of us recorded anything. We will be doing some collabs in the future, though. But we were just chatting and talking. And we went around and I showed him where to get his SIM card set up with cell card. So that's all taken care of. We wanted some noodles. He had a bad noodle experience on his first day he got here, and I wanted to remedy that as the noodle representative. So I was going to take him to my favorite noodle place close to where I live. Unfortunately, because of the Chinese New Year holiday, they are closed. That was a bummer. But I think we were all getting a little hungry, so we stopped by one of those silver pot places to have something to eat. And it was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed what I had. For all 3 of us, it was only $2.50, which is just an incredible bargain. But it was the only place like that open. They have a whole row of them on a certain street down here. But that was the only one open, again, because of the Chinese New Year. So I felt the portion size, it was a little small compared to what we normally get down there. It was a little small, but for that price, really, can't really complain all that much. It's still, I was full by the end, because you do get a big plate of rice, of course, so that helps. But the soup, the little soup item I had, for me was very delicious. And I really enjoyed it, and I hope he did too. And he's got his guest house until Friday. I think it is Friday or Saturday. And so we'll be going out later, and we will find him an apartment. It's really easy. He said he'd like to stay here around the Wat Bo area. I believe we have some apartments in my building that are open, but my landlord is not there. He wasn't there earlier. He's still not there, even though it's like I don't know, 4 o'clock or something. And one of his kids mentioned something about Battambang, so he might not be back tonight, but still we'll find out. But anyway, even if not, in this street here, there are many places to rent, all about the same price. We'll find him something really nice for less, you know, $200 or less, and get him all settled in. So Barbarah, don't worry, your baby boy is going to be just fine. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He really studied and researched the culture here. He even knows some Khmer phrases even I don't know, and I've been here a year. So yeah, he's gonna do really well. So anyway, again, I do appreciate that card. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, my student I have from 4:30 to 5:30, he messaged me, and I really do like that they message me when they're not going to be able to make it in for a class. He says he has other school things to attend to today from his Khmer school, so he'll pick up his studies again tomorrow. So I was all prepared to teach, and now I find out I do not have to, which is kind of a bummer, but gives us a chance to take a walk around in the evening when it's a little bit cooler, a little shadier. And there's my noodle shop that I wanted to take him to right there. They have a great noodle soup in the afternoons. But as you can see, they're closed. Yeah, but we can go ahead and take a walk, get out and enjoy the city a little bit. I also had a visit from a gentleman who is a subscriber to my YouTube channel. He's Khmer, but he spends half the year in Cambodia and half the year in America. Really good English. I mean, like, you can tell he studied. He knows his English. He says he has a building not too far from downtown, actually. He bought it a while ago, a long time ago. And yeah, almost got my foot wearing over there. He bought it a long time ago, and he hasn't rented it, hasn't done anything with it. It's just been sitting. I think he said 25 years he's had it. And he said when the school, when the Fast Track English grows and gets big enough, he's offering to let me hold my classes there at no cost until we start making enough money to pay him rent. So that was a really nice offer. And I will be taking him up on it as soon as we grow. Like I said, I can have right now 10 people per class because that's about all the space I have in my little room. So once we grow to more than that, I'll make a call, make sure that offer is still available. So it's been kind of a busy day, but an enjoyable day. I met 2 new people. They were both pretty awesome. And can't really go wrong with that, right? Oh, we got puppies, or a puppy. Anyway, I'll tell you a funny story. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. Ah, puppy. Oh, okay. Okay. Me puppies. Vicious. They might attack my toes. I better move along. But a funny story, we got his cell card set up, his SIM card with a cell card, one of the data providers here, and he never got a text message or an SMS message or anything about what his phone number was. So we go back to my apartment, and I actually am looking on Google like, what is my phone number on Android? How do I find it? We went through the steps and it kept saying phone number unavailable on his screen. So he couldn't figure out how to do it. And some of you may have already figured it out by now, but then it was like, Bill said, hey, why don't I try calling you? And that way you'll have my phone number and I will know what it is. And it was like, duh, we should have thought about that at the beginning. Neither of us even thought about that. How easy a solution, and that worked. But that was pretty funny. Now see, the issue with that is he has a good excuse. He can say, I just got here, I'm still jet lagged, I'm still depressurizing from the long flight. The day before I hadn't slept in 24 hours. But me, I have no excuse except I'm old and forgetful sometimes. I did not think about the obvious solution. But so we got that all taken care of, made sure his phone works, and good to go. All right, I don't know where we're going or where we're ending up, but I'll let you know when we get there. Later. All right, guys, it is now Wednesday. Yeah, and one of my favorite places, again, of course, the old market. Gotta love it. All them nice spices. Natural sugar. Oh, and these are really good if you get a chance. Just a different kind of nuts, and they got spices and other things in there. It's a good little snack. But I didn't really have another way to end this video, so I thought I would end it down here. Seems appropriate because I like coming down here. Tomorrow I'll be going back to my former school to be teaching part-time in the afternoon, just 2.5 hours a day. So that'll give me my morning class, afternoon class, and later afternoon class, which is good. The busier the better. So I will end this one here. Maybe get some sugar cane juice before we leave. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.